This video is presented by the EA Sports Creator Network. What's good, football gamers? It's your boy Ben checking in with big thanks to EA for letting me bring you this early access Madden 25 content today. Keep in mind that everything you see here has been captured on a pre-release build and is still a work in progress. In this video, I want to give a quick and foundational tutorial on how to use custom route stems, a brand new feature when you're on offense in Madden 25. With all the new capabilities on the defensive side of the football, like the revamped hit stick, boom tech, and the switch stick, you're going to want custom route stems in your arsenal to try to match that energy offensively. We'll talk about how to use this new feature in the first place and where you can find your best practice settings to make sure you're getting good reps in, but from there it's going to be up to you to master this brand new feature. So without further ado, how to use custom route stems. Check. Okay, alrighty. I'm checking in with the congregation to admittedly foreign territory as a toter. As a known runner of the football, we have a brand new feature added to the passing game this year that I think is going to open things up in a big way, even for nasty toters like myself. With custom route stems, you're going to be able to put route combos on the field that you really haven't been able to before, and certainly in higher frequency with this new feature. We're tapping it for a practice mode. For the purposes of what we're doing here, I'm going to turn on displaying the pre-play art. And you know what? Just to see how these things wind up running, we'll also turn on the play art during the play. And just because we can, I feel like this tutorial should absolutely be in big head mode. That feels good to me. And let's tap in, see if Danny Dimes can conduct some traffic here. So like I said earlier, I'm not going to insult y'all with a more practical application of some of the stuff we'll talk about here today. I will always look toward the competitive guys for what they're doing and how they're being successful at the higher level of play. But just to show you how this feature works so you can get to toying around with it yourself, we'll call out just something in the empty, and we'll have the defense in whatever type of nickel for now. Big head mode. Nice. Very nice. I like that. So to show what we're talking about here in the first place, let's put a basic hot route on the field for Malik Neighbors, number 9 there in the slot to the left. We'll hit triangle to pull up our menu, which will let us select our receiver, hit triangle again to pick Neighbors, and let's just have him running in here for now. A basic hot route, triangle to bring up the menu, again for the receiver you want to change, and you can see there, bottom right, foundational stuff. I know a vast majority of y'all know this already, is how you will set your hot routes, but you'll notice now L1 is marked as the custom stem button. We've already selected Neighbors. We already have a route that I know you can indeed custom stem for. You can't for every single route in the game. We'll talk about a couple that you cannot indeed change here as well, but now I'll hold L1 and I can push this in as far down the field as I want to. We want a hero play in the middle of the end zone on the deepest in you've ever seen in your life? That could be your life in Madden NFL 25. Let's pull that all the way back. And let's contrast it early with one I do not believe we're going to be able to custom stem. Let's put a slant on the field here. Same procedure to call the hot route. And now again for the custom stem, we'll hold L1. And the left stick is not indeed moving the route down the field. Some you'll be able to do this for, some you won't, but for good reason here. A slant push any bit further down the field is just going to be a post, which is now on your hot route options. You don't need Hot Route Master for it. A couple things got shifted around here. I would take a close look. Make sure you know the changes. You're not going to see zigs here. I think that's going to be Hot Route Master gated. Same thing, especially with running back. Hot routes are a little bit different. We don't have that traditional wheel. I bet that's going to be Hot Route Mastered as well. So we have a couple different gates now for routes as far as why Hot Route Master is still going to be something to look at later in the game. But I know coming out of College Football 25, a lot of us, well, not me personally, a lot of you passers are going to be pretty spoiled by essentially having Hot Route Master all the way across the board, with the D-pad also pulling up hot routes. But they've saved some value there. I think, I don't know for sure for that ability, I would imagine. But like I was saying, a slant any further down the field really just turns into a post, and you do indeed have that option for a hot route. And now, can we push the post any further down the field? We sure can. See, this is terrible news for me, because I think some of these great players are going to set up some true sick, nasty business something like how many posts can you possibly put on the field at one time? There goes our post. And can we push that further down? We can. Could put a lot of posts on the field at a lot of different depths there, chat. Works for ins, outs, streaks. You can pull back a little bit. I would imagine that's kind of just where they will break off their route, because you see it is indeed moving with the custom stem. Let's make sure neighbors don't run into them and just kind of see what happens at the top of this route here for X. The offensive line is not really going to give us an opportunity there. But you'll see that you'll kind of have to experiment a little bit with what you can and cannot stem for. So let's take a look at a drag. Let me see a drag from 17. Beautiful. There we go. Can we push this any further down the field? I do not believe so, and we can't. So drags, slants, no. Posts and corners, yes, for the right stick. Ins and outs, we already know are good to go. Let's just show the out real quick here as well. Out, very similar to how the in works. You could push that as far or as close as you'd like it to be. And then also on the left stick, we have a curl, which I also know is going to be good to go, which is also sick nasty business. You're talking, you could be running essentially sticks routes from 25 yards down the field. Third and a million to go is now terrifying with a lot of these great passers and how creative I think they're going to be with this new feature. But I wanted to keep it pretty fundamental. There's a few routes you can change. There's a few routes you can't. And it's going to be up to you to put your nastiest business on the field in just a couple of days in Madden NFL 25. I hope this helps you get started. I'm going to leave you with some highlights on nasty custom route stems that I was able to put on the field in practice mode. Hope you enjoy.
Other side. Detroit. Cockroach. Out we go. Ladybug. Great. Out we go. Go north salad. Dom capers. Timberland.